life. Eh? What?
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Darling, why?
We're gonna play another round of Hooked on You. Let's see how this one works. I like keeping the name Kim for this one. I think it works pretty good for this game. I'm going to quick seconds. I do all this. Okay, now let's start. Come again. I think that's making me scan the whole time. Because it works the best. So I think Kim will be the name to use. So let's see. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet salt water, stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What do you know? What do you know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, it really went down the wrong pipe, huh? Need a minute, or can I go on? Because I'd give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time, really. If you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Kim. May I continue? Please go on. Okay then. As I was. As I was saying. You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water resides back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. A decomposing face stares up at you beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit this dark bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Who are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in you? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. Will you do it? Dig it up. I'm gonna get that. You know what? I'll try a run. I've never done that before. You turn away from this wretched sight and begin to run. At the beach, it's endless despite how far you run. You get nowhere. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you. Your footsteps are erased by soft blue waves. You turn inland. Considering your lack of options, you got no choice but to walk into that bush. Brush. Mystery bush, so bush. However, the beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the clammy woods. There's nothing inviting about the shadow forest. Terror freezes you in your steps. Why are you trying to run away? This is paradise. You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a little bit of fun. Take charge of your own experience. Well, that was sure weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning a child that oceans do not speak directly to you in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something bump your feet or foot. You look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand. There next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. A little help. A little help, please. Yeah, I always do accent there, it's fun. I needed some water. You turn around, you see what's waiting for you. Your jaw just about hits the ground. Muscle man, let's go. Huh? Ooh. We did try spirit last time. There's a boy, come on, trapper. One of my most played characters. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozing with undead energy and magical aura reaching out to penetrating you via your eyes. Okay. Now, let's save. Okay. Let's go. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at those casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many conflicting feelings rush through your head at once that you're completely paralyzed. Hello? Wait, no, I want him at a different voice. Hello? Those are weird days. There are weird days, and then there is this. All you can do is look down at the ball. Pick up this. What do you do? Oh, hold up, man. It messed up. It skipped what I said. I didn't mean to do that. Let's get back. Hello? Those are weird days. There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at those monstrous lineup. Well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do you do? No thanks. Damn, that was an alpha move. You just become the type of person who says no thanks to a group of actual killers. No one tells you what to do. Thanks for nothing, I guess. Huntress jogs over to collect the ball from the ground next to you, or someone so large she can move dignifiedly and silent across the sand. It's hard to make out his expression from behind the mask, but it seems Traptor might be smirking. As you try and read Traptor's face, you realize that the two of you have been staring in each other's eyes for a really long time, even though everyone else has headed back to the volleyball court. You finally can't take the tension. You look down, breaking his gaze. As soon as you do, he turns to follow them. Alone again, you look across the beach at the strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, ignoring your intrusion into their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? Did I refer to them as killers? Not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Kim. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems that you have derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also an nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Traptor says when he says it. It's the policy I hold for pretty much anyone who seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interested than the silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was right. That sign means he's done with the game, too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care what this slack-jaw moron is here for. I don't know what I said for. Moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill him or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey Kim, you might want to, you know, say something. Actually, never mind. There's plenty of time for that. Soon enough. Right now, this group has questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer them well. It's a timed quiz, and it may be very important later. Very important. Or not important at all in any way, shape, or form. I just say any way, shape, or form. Whatsoever. Probably the one I can remember. How attractive would you say you are? Yeah, I'll do it. I'd say I'm very attractive. Oh, that's what you think. Very attractive. Compared to this? Rapper flicks his muscles so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. Now let's save right here because I feel like that was definitely the right answer. Just in case I mess up for any more answers later. If I had any superpowers, what would it be? If you could have any superpowers, what would it be? Well, I say powers. Power. Superpower, what would it be? Super strength definitely seems like that's the answer for Trapper. Super strength would be cool. Strength isn't all about muscles. Truth strength is up here. You expect Trapper to point to his head, but instead, Trap one of his bulging shoulders. Especially in those muscles. Nobody gives a shit about your calves. I'll save again because I think he's done with what he gotta say. What's your best subject in school? Let's try skipping class. I think that would be the good answer for him. You could say I majored in skipping class. If you'd ever gone to school, I'm pretty sure I would have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking most always. What's your favorite animal? Let's try that. A dog. I think he would say dog. A dog. Dog? You look absolutely adorable, little puppy mouse. What's your favorite color? Let's try blood red. Red. Some call it the color of love, but love is another word for pain. What's your dream job? Let's try nightclub promoter. Definitely nightclub promoter. Everyone grunts, and let's be honest, they're right to do so. Luring folks into the dark. Not just anyone can do that. Best flavor of ice cream. You know, I don't know who likes chocolate, so let's just try that. Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Same here. Let's see. Same here. Mine is vanilla swirled pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I ever conceived myself, but Enough about ice cream. Am I right? Hold on a sec. That reminds me. Am I right? Always. It's a lesson you should learn more before going much further. Do what I say, or if you want to survive. Mint chocolate chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. Radical kill. Rational. No, rational. Here. Rational. Kill or be killed is a rule on this island, even for the faceless voices. Tell me the best flavor of ice cream. I'm gonna try to be the best flavor is chocolate. You got a reading comprehension problem? I told you, mint chocolate chip, where it's at. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't forget it. If I say you like mint chocolate chip, you like mint chocolate chip. Now, try it again. Tell me what the best flavor of ice cream. You know, I'm doing it again because I want to see what happens. Chocolate. Best flavor of chocolate. In case it wasn't clear, who's in charge? It's me. You have to understand. It feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometimes. Try again. Try this one. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that the killers know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I'm pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Rave. Hi, I'm Rave. I'm not like everyone else. I like nice people and loathing big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. That's not really worth my time, but things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose not to take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh wait, I'm remembering now. Spirit's story now. That is almost exactly what happened. Hey, item hunters. Don't let those bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. There it is. There it is. If you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever fog, buddy. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. What's... That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me, I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely. Actually. The first time ever, I agree with Raph. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, I know this group. And I do. They'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's go do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. Hey, I say we go to my yacht. It's massive boat dock nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate soul-crushing pressure of wealth, the way it has flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it endures. What about hanging by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. And what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right there. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? We're gonna go the trapper route this time. Let's try this. What about the yacht? Perfect! You absolutely have a Melocombe taste of good judgment. At least I hope you do. Guess we'll find out. Worst case, we'll find out how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. Should be a pretty chill day, regardless. Hold on. Just for a moment. This is Dwight, Claudette, our activity coordinators. Also, the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job on the island. Well, I added on the island part, but you know. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murder Island. Cue the dramatic music flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence, why we shall here therefore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. Those two worked here long enough. I say long enough. A long time. So long, I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We'll escort you to the group venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to the various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. Least you can do is allow us to do our jobs. The most you could do is help us get off this island. Do I... Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes? Something I can help you with? Those two. Claudette, Dwight. Did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? No. I think you're mistaken. Seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, yes, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wanted to get to the other vacation island getaway. A couple of miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out, very luxurious. Don't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong now. Go off. It's time for an activity on this island. Your decision matters mostly. When I agree with them, not like that other island. So what will it be? Let's go on the yacht. First, I'm drinking some water. Trapper is very pleased with your choice. Not just because he owns this boat either. Clearly you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things in life. Unfortunately, that means those unclothed heathens are here on my beautiful boat as well. I'll make sure to help wash it as soon as they leave. Exactly, General Post, but what he said isn't even the worst thing about his comments. It's that he made them in front of everyone else. Loudly. They're used to it at this point, though, so it's time to get to the good stuff, eating. As the guest of honor, you can choose the appetizer. Here's a menu. What do you want served? Ooh, okay. I think he's gonna say beef, some meaty and stuff, so I think I'm gonna say beef carpaccio. Beef carpaccio? I can't remember that word. Raw, simple, tasty, maybe even a little risky. It's it's beef carpaccio. Carpaccio, yeah, I now remember it. All the way from me. I'm sure a group with such particular taste will absolutely love it. Great choice, it's my favorite. Sometimes it gets too cold to start a fire, so you could eat what you can, how you can. Gross, not just meat, but raw meat. Will you be wearing a fur coat though? Throughout the meal too. No, it's too far warm. It's far too warm for that. Maybe some little slippers. The survivors arrive with trays of food as everyone stands around making conversations. Enjoy! Please, for our sake. They catch Trapper glaring at them for a daring to speak to you, but Dwight pushes it anyway. Can we get you anything else? You know what? I'm gonna say get rid of him. What can you get is lost now. Trapper snickers at your casual abuse of those lonely survivors. I guess when you got a bunch of giant meat hooks shoved throughout your skin, you form a special kind of relationship with pain. Right, wipes away a tear. You should have known better to talk to the likes of you. Now that's the help is gone, the killers. You know, the killers is a bit harsh. They haven't killed anyone today, anyhow. We should call them soothsayers, settlers, or something. I don't know. That lacks a bit of a punch. I'm sticking with killers. The killers have begun to hover around you. They each seem waiting for a moment alone with you. Except Raph, he seems to be studying in the corner of the room. Definitely avoiding any engagement with you at all cost. Who will you want allowed to steal you away for a quick second? I'll do Trapper again. Make eye contact with Trapper, and he immediately pushes the others aside. Yeah, you already show promise as a prospect mate. There. Actually, I'd like to get to know you better. So I'll let you in on a secret. When the time comes, I have a private little getaway on this island. No one knows it. No one knows about it. It's to die in. I meant, it's to die for. It's a hidden spot where I enjoy all of life's many bounties. I want to show it to you. Not because you're worthy of it just yet, though. Mainly because it'll piss everyone off. You chose me. Anyways, I like to remind them who's in charge around here. Oh yeah, and that's part of getting to know you better. That's the important part too. I guess. Anyone, keep your appetizers. I'm getting bored. And on my yacht is unacceptable. Declan. Yes, sir. Prepare a liberation. Something that will impress our guests. Oh, lubrication. No. Prepare lubrication. Or lubrication. I don't know. Something that will impress our new guests. By the looks of them, they shouldn't take much. Clara, make sure we get both booze and non-alcohol versions available. Nobody has a drink if they don't want to drink. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to drink. I'm a killer, not an asshole. Declan, Claire, I thought their names were. But Declan, Claire, I thought their names were Dwight and Claudette. Who the hell are Dwight and Claudette? Hey there, Daryl, Christina. You know those two? Maybe they work on the other island. You, Kim, ready for your mouth hole? You, Kim, ready your mouth hole? How does this guy really know how to sell a drink? Well, undoubtedly crashes. It does have a point, a mini-game incoming. Success and failure of your quest may very well depend on the readings you shove in your mouth. Minigame consists of 2 parts. 1 pointer. Those are 2 parts. On the top, a pointer, which rolls, rotates counterclockwise. When I say counterclockwise, which rotates in a clockwise position. I always say counterclockwise, I don't know where. And at the bottom, a target you're going to point at. Sometimes the target immediately is ultimately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while the target to win. Fail to land on the target will get you lose. Gee, perfect success, land on the stern of the target. Not the end. Okay, I think this is less. Ready to play? Would you like me to repeat that? I'll just write it. Ready? Here we go. Anyway, the party never stops. Shot, 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 shot. Oh, shoot. Perfect. This whole atmospheric thing is already taken a lot without pouring a bunch of drinks on top of it. It's so unexpected that you didn't perform perfect. Lucky for you, my desire for perfection has only matched my enjoyment watching losers fail publicly. But don't expect luck to get you through this forever. Overwhelmed by afternoon activity, you feel yourself spinning out of control. Was it the drinks, the pressure to perform, the rocking of ship smartly around? Pitcher of water must be before you go starve. Smartly you poured a pitcher of water before everyone goes dark around you. It turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. Let me see. With him, do I have to win the games perfectly? When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow already back on shore, waving at the boat. I'm pretty sure that means it's time to head back and leave the yacht behind. What a shame. Trapper planned to serve live monkey brains on as an entree. It seems like the next activity is a I'm how quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout. Fine. An assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This isn't some kind of paganist fantasy. No, I say paganist. Prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. I say paganist. You know what? And Claudette, usher you to your seat. There's a very limited seating but there's very limited seating directly around you. Oh great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better, they don't want to sit next to other people either. Start 2. No one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh, yeah, Trickster's here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expector. I'm sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds of killers. And my whole snick gets a little flustered. There. Hey there. You're looking good, Kim. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trap sit together. No, seriously. Their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got it. Oh, Dwight and Claudette directing the traffic. You gotta sit on one side and the rest of them will sit up opposite of you. We'll sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with those enormous arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Today's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy. We really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with my tongue twister. With a sufficient number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't indulge. My favorite. Let's go. Need some water. Oh, it's too much for grabber. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get so judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true? Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey Kim, you're thinking what I'm thinking. This is gonna be a person on this spit, right? There are several parts overlapping people. Perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down pants, When you look closely at the spit, you spot definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, that's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change. Because I, with my broad axe, it's perfect tool for chopping anything in twain. First, who says twine? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, clean. At least it's clean. The meat is cooked, no blood. You two, with your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough, grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is! Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you like. Please, please, please stop. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even look in each other's in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Ashnorver. Asverver. I'll just say Asverver for now. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to death a second death. Thank him. I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, meat dinner. Otherwise, we'll go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 hours. It doesn't matter who doesn't, but when they're done, it will take even longer cleaning their weapons. All of them explaining the value of maintaining your tools. Despite a bunch of cold-blooded killers for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We hate for it to get cold. We hated when it got cold. Here's a machete freshly sharpened. Yeah, it's a minigame thing. Let's go. Let's save. Achieve a perfect success. Land on the target area, not the end. Ready to play? Or would you like to repeat the announcement? Ready. Here we go. Let's slice. Oh no, that was bad. Okay. Oh my god, that was really bad. Okay. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with the less clumsy weapon, yeah. I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is definitely served. For real. This smells especially coming from mask killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks. That sounds especially from coming from masters while they lift up their masks. And shoving food up behind them are nasty. Spirit might even... Meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obvious. Hell, I mean... Come on. We're trying to be mysterious here. You know. One second. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette, Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 90% as disgusting as it could have been if they just tried to mash things through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Kim. Number 2 is there is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but it's mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut is on my abdomen? Do you think my digestive tract even connects anymore? Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But which is worse? But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating, and they don't like it. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? I'm just gonna say this is gross and see what happens. Everything about this dinner is an abomination from what it's almost certainly human meat to the lack of manners to talk to the dismembered parts and all those noising. Everything is so vile, I might throw up. Even Spirit is talking about 2. Number 2s. I thought she was the classy one. Oh, I didn't realize that eating habits grossed you out. Don't be so judgmental, sheesh. If I could feel shame or sadness, I might be expecting both right now. Might be experiencing both right now. But what I can feel is rage, and I'm furious you just ruined them. I have a whole leg to eat. Even though you're in the hot seat now, you're not nearly as panicked as you probably should be. It's almost certainly the lack of calories catching up to you. You feel your whole body beginning to shut down itself. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, your mentor, and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. I'm not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might not be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're here. Why you're really here. No one can tell you unless you follow the right path. Or at least a right path. There's too many to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward where you were at, right? Am I right? And this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the ones that truly matter can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it to Ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I like, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. You wake up to find Trapper holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cold water into your mouth. Oh, cool. It's the same kind of thing, whatever. You had me worried there. Passing out like that, I thought you maybe died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on island without me killing them, you know. You hear that? Nobody. Thanks, I guess? Don't mention it. I mean, don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. And that can't be happen. I got a reputation, I hope. I'm starting to understand, I think. When you're down, when you went down, it looked like your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, the table would have been the one to crack open. I'm sure it really hurt you, though. So I figured a little ocean air might help you wake up. Brought you down by the water. That's really thoughtful of you. What? Magnificent, muscular, wealthy, artistic, gifted Adonis can't be thoughtful. I don't answer, because it's obvious. Autonomously, was a pussy. Killed by a bear. Get out of here with that garbage. I do find myself in an unusual position, though. Despite overwhelmingly the possibility that I'll eventually find someone standing over your lifeless corpse. I find myself standing over your lifeless corpse. I don't want you dead just yet. Just here to talk to you, like a regular human person. Right now, I'm worried that I might actually be coming off a bit too forceful. No, my mere presence can be intimidating. But I don't want you to get the wrong impression of me, or how I feel about you. I'll just put it out there. I might possibly like you. I can't say that about everyone, or really anyone on this island. There's something different about you. You aren't like the other, henceforth. Aren't like the others, henceforth. I think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared with anyone in a long time. It's a big part of who I am. I think you're ready for it. You watch as Trevor reaches his slingshot and pulls out some sort of rolled scroll paper he grabs firmly in his hand. It's one of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. The arts have been a passion of mine. Would you like to see? Yes. Yes, I'd love to see them. I'm so excited. Ready to share this with me. Trevor does not unroll the paper to show it to you. He simply stares at you and watches your soft smile fade as longer. He stares at you a bit closer. He seems to get... What an interesting response. Thanks, I hope. Trevor looks at you. Trevor looks at you piercing, even though his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why. Then he turns and leaves. Things are really heating up. You hear a fury of footsteps behind you and quickly spin around to fend off whatever new danger popped up on the strange island. Only to find Mr. White and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that you stick to the itinerary. and attend each event as scheduled. Playing with Sick for cute flirt points was not part of the evening activities. A strictly sorted, and for after camp story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing Sick, no, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but the schedule for that after the flirting. Go, 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 go! Everyone was gathered at the fire pit to watch Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone. We're not going to say who. So don't worry, you haven't been sticking to the schedule. Which means that we're behind for evening activities. We only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time's my favorite activity. It's a narrative heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How do we decide? Oh great. We have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear. I won't be angry. Just merely chop your head off. And no fuss, no muss. Your voice is trembling, realizing that it's probably you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taking some of the pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. It is really fair to pick on Newbie. Seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald. Let me try to flex that itinerary gimmick one more time. I hope, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick. Then I'll toss you in his blood. Silent. Fuss. No muss. Back on. Two. No, you know I'd love to hack and slash. Y'all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who is Donald? Who is Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But still, we gotta get started on story time, so... Kim, who do you think should go? Damn it, that's a name. Pick someone. Pick someone quickly. That is a typical... This is a tropical vacation, so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. We're going on the Trapper Rats. Let's go. I choose you, Trapper. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. So let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Yes, of course. You want to hear my story? It's a good one. It's an old one, too. This is a famous tale about two young friends from my town. Best buds, everything, anything together. Fishing, hunting, fighting, skipping rocks, climbing the tallest trees, climbing the highest peaks. the more dangerous something that was, the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed one day when the slightly older friend asked the other for a favor. My father doesn't want me going out with you anymore. He said we're dangerous together. We take risk we shouldn't take. And if I keep hanging out with you, he says one day I'm going to get hurt. Do you think you could come by and tell my dad we'll be careful so we can still be friends? Of course, said the other friend, who's always eager to please his best friend. So, to went to see the concerned father, puffed away on his pipe as he listened to every promise his son's pal made about being more cautious. But when slightly younger and the slightly smaller boy finished, his friend's father responded with stone face, "No, sorry. It's best for both of you. I don't want my son hanging out with you anymore. And that's it. That's that." The young boy was crestfallen. He left immediately. No one saw him. So no one would see him cry. Would not give them the satisfaction. Especially, they did not tell others in town. They think him all weak. Worse, his father never forgave his son for letting others see him that way. Was too upset to go home right away. Would be spotted on the path. So instead, he sat outside his friend's house in the little hiding spot they had often sat in during the rainstorms, or when they want everyone to see them trading interesting walks, or when they didn't want everyone to see them trading interesting walks. They drug up. It was quite still filled his ears. He stifled his own tears, and that's when he heard a sound and odor whiffing along the pipe smoke on the dark winds. Betrayal. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him anymore, but I didn't want to tell him that. He'd be a big baby about it. It's okay, I get it. I don't blame you at all, either. He's soft, needy. He needs strong friends. Someday, you really would end up getting hurt because of him. You need friends that can rely on you. You can rely on. Trapper looks angry. Muffled tears stopped, and hiding stopped. That had been a bit of sadness now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. If anyone passed him on his path, they all saw was determination. That night, he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner. He slept no sleep. The next day, he got up early, sat near the tallest tree in the woods, by his former friend's house. It was the one tree no kid in town ever conquered. Its remained untouched. He remained there until dark, before he finally went home. He did this for 8 days. On the 9th day, his old man finally passed. "Hey, what are you doing here?" he asked the Judas. "Nothing. Out here hunting squirrels. Sat down to eat this apple," lied the younger boy. "Oh yeah, sure. I hope you're okay. I can't believe my dad did that. It's so unfair." "Yes, it was truly unthinkable," answered by the boy through a smile that carried no warmth. "Yeah, well, okay, I'll see you around." But before the betrayer could leave, his friend called out to him. "I'm going to climb the tree." "Gonna climb the tree," he said, "and I'm going to make it to the top." "The hell you are. No one can do that. And definitely can't do it by yourself." Well, definitely can't do it by themselves. He had him. "I can, and I will. I understand why you can't, though. Your dad said you're afraid you'll get hurt." "I'm not afraid." "He's afraid," he replied, the friend, now seething with shame with his own rage. "Oh, forget what my dumb old dad said. I'll do it with you. You'll see I'm not afraid." So the two climbed and climbed, each making it higher than ever before. They continued to climb, but whether they would reach the top will never be known, because the turncoat boy who made his father lie for him fell through a hole before he could make it all the way up. Some say it was an accident. His turncoat chum pushed him. But how could he when he was weak after all? Of course, a weak child could never send his best friend to his death. It was an accident, tragic for sure, but nothing more. Of course. A month later, no one could explain how the dead body's father choked to death on his pipe. Yeah, definitely a good call. Unquiet after that. Silence really is best at a time like this. Shit. What about you, Kim? What do you think of my tale? That's the story. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now that's the story. Yes, it is. I guess he liked that response and handed, a gold coin. On that note, everyone declare it's time for a break and split up for a little bit, so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves you alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility. That lasts all for 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's beaming, blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lovely. Mind if I join? He doesn't wait for an answer. I've been hearing those groupies all day, but I want to hear something from a big fish. But I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special. Those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on this island. I'm the only lobster in the ocean of soreness. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Tristan leaves, confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself thinking about them just yet. Trapper approaches you. Finally, those dimwits are gone. Now that we're totally alone, we can really talk. But let's get away from this ash and smoke and take a dip in the pool. Whether it's water, sweat, or enemies, my blood, I prefer my glistening and not. I prefer my muscles glistening, not dried. A dip in the pool, a trapper. Dip in the pool, a trapper. But the trapper, he's come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him. An offer like that? Just don't forget our little talk. Your storyteller friend slips into the water. Just right temperature for the evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're pretty sure that your killer companion could handle it. Trapper looks surprisingly relaxed. It's definitely weird. Okay, there's small bubbles rising in the pool around him. It might have something to do with that. Look, Kim, I don't want to reveal anything in front of the others. You never know when a loser, really a maggot. Now though, I want to hear what you really thought of my story. What its real purpose. Posture. Honestly, I'm setting the place first. Okay. Established dominance. Just scare everyone and establish dominance. Interesting answer. Trapper stares at you way too long. It's like he's looking into your soul, but he says nothing. Still staring, he stares for such a long time. It becomes quite romantic, and then it keeps going on. It becomes downright horrifying. A chill runs down your spine. Finally, Dwayne and Claudia show up and say everyone is recovering at the fire pit. How dare you interrupt me? I mean us. No, wait. Me. I bet me. Trapper throws his cleaver at Dwayne and Claudette's feet. Where the hell was he even hiding his cleaver? More importantly, what do you think of his little cleaver toss? You see how scared they both looked. That was amazing. Serves the servants right. Cleaver wordplay. You're all right by me. Ooh, another coin. Let's go. Trapper flips a coin, which definitely was keeping in his crotch. It's too warm to have been anywhere else. You feel toes tingling. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. It's getting chilly in the water. Usually it's so warm around here. Do you mind if I snuggle you? Yes, I Yes, I do mind. Before we spend too much time watching ourselves sit there alone, trying to figure out what exactly you're doing with your life. We'd figured we'd let you know it's time for bed. You're the kind of person enjoying the facilities. Well, this thing, you see. We can't really get our night started until yours ends, so pick it up, kiddo. Your fire sleeping arrangements await. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on a chilly night. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking to the crackling embers, you think about Trapper's story. Are you being led to your demise by untrustworthy near? Oh wait, a second, I swear to you that you're not. Come on. You gotta trust me at least a little more than you trust Trapper. Before you dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Now their familiar creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see them like that, lit by the firelight. You apologize for the accommodations. We aren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make it comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. You keep trying to find the maximum volume. Our guests aren't the types who want to rob of their beauty sleep. Okay, minigame thing again, let's go. Ready. There we go. Next, as you look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz, flicker. You examine it and decided that you might adjust the dial. Listen. Let's see what's on this station. Let's see what's on this station. Let's see what's on this station. Let's see what's this station. Let's see what's on that station. See what's on this station.
Let's talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else.
Your turn off. No matter how many times you listen, still can't sleep. Decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side that night? Let's do Trapper again. Trapper? Are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Trapper tells you his secret for falling asleep when he's restless. A heavy, bared skin blanket is all you need. If that doesn't work, just go for a night walk and pitch the first person I come across. If that doesn't work, just go for a late night walk and punch the first person I come across. A real charmer, Trapper. I'm not sure I'm brave enough to kill a bear or skilled enough to skin it. Get some water. You're surely not either of those things, as far as I can tell. Here, hold on to this. Try not to hurt yourself. Ooh, bear claw. Trevor hands you an entire bear claw, complete with very sharp claws. It's almost like the most aggro version of a rabbit's foot you've ever seen. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really sleepy feeling, maybe you're just paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. This should still be as spooky, but now you've heard a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is undeniably odd. Had a good time on the private yacht today, huh? That's comforting. Rocking sensation. That was all me. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You waken suddenly to see someone looming over you. Wraith stares at you awkwardly. Says nothing, just stares. Just look around and see if there's something going on behind you or either side, but nope, just staring. Oh, you're awake. I saw you, a trapper, right before bedtime. Are you making some sort of alliance? Are you with? Wraith scans the horizon. Just making sure you two are. Say you are. I've just been burned before. Something seems off on this island since you arrived. Even more off than usual. Maybe we could talk more about that tomorrow. Since you got here, I just think that we could have a really nice day tomorrow together. I just think that we could have a really nice day tomorrow together. Just you have no idea how long I've been here with those monsters, to be honest. I have no idea either. It's just awful, boring, loud, and stupid. You're different. There's finally someone here on my level. You're thoughtful, interesting, gentle. I think we could, have fun. I could show you cool stuff if you want. If you don't, that's totally cool. I get it. No pressure. In fact, probably just forget I was here. Good night. Finally alone. For real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second, where are we? Is this? Oh geez, it is. It's one of those reality shows confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went well. Those some of my first encounters with someone who isn't here that didn't end in bloodshed or ultimately perishing in my Russian cottage. In my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what. What do you think of the newcomer? Do I say, oh, I do. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mother in the woods until she was scared by an elk. And I had to wash her entrails off my sarfad. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know this newcomer will want to spend time. I know this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I know for one not to let my guard down easily. Who knows? about the others. Right, I think he knows more than he's letting on about this place. But he's hard not to crack. You know, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill and Trapper, well, of course, I can begin with. Where do I begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues, man, sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I'm perfectly fine on my own. Since my mother died, I eat a fine diet of raw deer meat. Not bad deer. Bear, and a human. And I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this new karma makes me think I might be missing out on a huge part of this thing called life. If I'm being honest, I just want to kill about everyone meeting, then minutes of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate. I just want to see them suffer for a while before I kill them. But this person, for some reason, I like them to continue living. For now. Or one false step. Well, you know, everyone calls me Trapper for a reason. Well, they better call me Trapper. I swear if I watch this later and list me as Evan, I'm going to kill the crayon guy. I really don't care. This island's full of people who don't really like me. So let's one more. I don't really want to get distracted from my plan anyway. You know, I think I've learned a lot about myself today. Almost thought I was doomed to be alone and return, but my only creeping desire for revenge to keep me company. Now I know it. Let's end here. Next episode.
Your Worcestershire sauce? What about it? What? How did you figure that out so suddenly? Then I shall... What? You handed over your reality to her? For a singular smooch? Are you mad?
Wait, no!